No intro needed, man. What's up, Charles? Your boy Protect back on another video. If I can talk about the golf, I got right now. Guys open doors and pay with all G name per man. Today's video got a Lamar Jackson video. I know a lot of Commanders fans want Lamar Jackson, and rumors have been circulating. They had a list of top 5 destinations for Lamar. Was number 5. All types of crap. It's not happening. I'm good on Lamar, and it's not because of Lamar's talent. Let's get right into it. All glory to God, man. I know we're rocking, but I'm good on Lamar, but not because of his talent. It's because the cost of the contract we want to pay for Lamar, also the draft compensation you want to give up for him. The Baltimore Ravens, if they have to trade Lamar, they want to tag Lamar first. They're not letting him go in free agency. Let's start with that. So number one, the Ravens are not letting him become a free agent, unrestricted free agent. He's too good. It's not happening. First and foremost, he's not going to be a free agent. So y'all can cut that out. They're going to tag him before the tag deadline. So let's start with that as the first thing that's going to happen. Once they tag Lamar Jackson, the next thing is, all right, how much money do you really want, Lamar? Lamar's going to give him a number. Okay, cool, we can't pay that. Then they're going to try to look for trade partners in a tag and trade. So once they already tagged him, he doesn't sign a tender, they'll start looking for trade partners. Deshaun Watson went for 3 1s and more. If you think Lamar Jackson is not going for at least 3 first-round picks, you're insane. At least 3 first-round picks. Because Deshaun had a scandal, and he didn't play football for 2 years. And they still fetched 3 first-round picks that the Texans did in a Deshaun Watson trade. So if you think that Lamar is not going for more, he hasn't finished the last 2 years. He's been injured the last 2 seasons toward the end, but he's played, something that Deshaun Watson did not do. He didn't play in 2020. He did not play in 2021. He still fetched 3 first-round picks. I'm just saying, we've seen Lamar play at a high level the last 2 years at times. He's going to fetch at least 3 first-round picks in a trade. Probably a starter and probably some mid-round draft capital. The Commanders cannot afford to do that. 1, we don't have an offensive line. 2, we don't know who the heck our offensive coordinator is. And I don't think he wants Greg Roman. Because, I just don't think he wants Greg Roman. No. Number 3, Ron Rivera right now, with new ownership coming in, is a lame duck head coach. There's no way you trade for Lamar and the new ownership gets put into a position where you don't have draft capital to improve their roster. So, new ownership coming in, they might want to make a big splash when they do come in, but is it really worth it? Paying him $50 million per season probably, or at least $46, $47 million per season. He don't get more than Kyler got. We'll start with that. Probably around 49, 50. You got to give up 3 1s and more. This is too much. We don't have an offensive line. We don't have an offensive coordinator. We have a lame duck head coach. It's just not going to happen, and I just don't see it. What you do is you stick with Howe, at least for this season, unless a Rodgers opens up maybe, or Brady says, I want to play here. Now I kind of want Brady. Brady's 45. He's definitely on the older side. We need a line for Brady, and we don't have a line, so don't even want Brady. But the only guy I would really consider trading for is Rodgers. Because Rodgers is still Rodgers. And with the weapons that we have in this building, you can make some noise with Aaron Rodgers next year. You can make noise with Lamar too, but I think with Rodgers, it's going to cost less because he's older. So it might take 2 first-round picks and maybe a starter, something like that for Rodgers. Or maybe 2 1, 2 2, something like that. Or even Jordan Love would be another guy I might look at. But honestly speaking, I want to see what this kid got, man. It's Howe season. I want to see what Howe can do. And if Howe fails, you know what you can do? You keep your draft capital, Move up next year and draft Caleb Williams. You put everything in front of how to succeed. You hire the correct coordinator. You get him a line. You do everything. You improve the free safety position. You make Derek Force your Buffalo nickel. You get another corner here to pair it with Kendall Fuller and Benjamin St. Juste. So you have your quarterback trio of the future, or at least the foreseeable future. You cut Wentz, you cut Leno, you restructure or extend a guy like Kendall Fuller so you can lower his cap number. You have some free money from the William Jackson III trade. You have money to play with. Put everything in front of Sam Howell to succeed. If it does not work, you trade up for Caleb Williams next year, and you give up the future that you do have in draft capital to finish the last piece of your roster. But first things first, you put everything in position for this roster to look good, so when that quarterback comes in, he already has a ready-made roster. If Sam Howell were to fail, then you can go ahead and kick all the coach staff out of here, and you go ahead and go from there. You get a linebacker to help out Jamin Davis. You can keep Cole Holcomb. You even can possibly keep Deron Payne. But you make sure this roster is ready-made for your next quarterback if Sam Howell is not the guy. You do not go trade draft capital for a veteran quarterback with a lame duck head coach and a lame duck head front office. It's just stupid. Stupid. Just dumb. Because the new owners will be pissed off there's no draft capital. So, yeah, I don't see us trading for Lamar. I don't think we should trade for Lamar. I think it's insane. I think I'll pass. Lamar's a great player. Though he's a great player, he does leave points on the board. I do think also that Lamar does not throw the receivers well. He's more of a tight ends guy and does not fit the offense that we're trying to have with three good wide receivers, and he doesn't throw the receivers well. That's why Marquise Brown's no longer a Raven. I know that he kind of, gave Lamar his kudos on the way out, but there's a reason why he didn't want to be in Baltimore. It wasn't all Lamar, but Lamar was part of it. So I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying that as great as a player Lamar is, he does not fit what we want to do. We're not a tight end centric offense. We are a wide receiver centric pass game. We have three wide receivers who can all get 1,000 yards next year. All three of them. So why get a quarterback who likes throwing the tight ends when we need a quarterback who likes to throw the wideouts? Doesn't make sense. That's going to do it for me. Let me know what you think. Comment down below about Lamar Jackson. Do you want Lamar in Washington? If so, why? Are you willing to give the draft capital? Or are you willing to go all in on Lamar? I am not. I love Lamar as a player. I think Lamar is a great football player, but we're not Lamar Jackson away from a championship. We need an offensive line. We definitely need another linebacker or two. Probably need a free safety for Derek Force to play in his best role, which is Buffalo nickel, and go from there. Or you can put Cameron Curl Buffalo nickel and move Cameron Curl around like that. And you also have to pay Cameron Curl. You also have to pay Deron Payne. You also have to pay Montez Sweat. You also have to maybe pay Chase Young. You also have to pay a guy like Benjamin St. Juste down the line. You might have to pay Sam Howell. You can't mortgage the future when you got other guys to pay. You can't mortgage your cap situation. You need cap flexibility to pay the guys you want to pay. And in order to do that, you cannot trade for Lamar Jackson. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Also, go ahead and follow my guy, WHH on the daily, and go subscribe to my sponsee, Ballin Burgundy podcast. Subscribe to all of my bros down below in the description. And also, one more thing for the guy to get out of here. Remember, always if you're not the most athletic or talented in your sport choice, on the field, technically sound, you will always open like talent. That's part of dedication, man. Protect and stroke. Always have a great one, guys. Protections. Step up to the moon hit that subscribe button. Let's get the 3K by the end of March. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get these 540 subs. Let's go crazy. Share these videos. Subscribe. Smash the sub button. Let's get this thing going. And we're going to have a wonderful off season. I'm going to bring all the mock drafts to you guys. All the off-season content you guys are looking for. Let's get into it, man. Till then, guys, be easy. Have a great rest of your day. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.